Over 26 years ago, the Chinese Communist Party launched a brutal persecution against the spiritual practice of Falun Dafa, also known as Falun Gong, which is rooted in the values of truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance. Falun Gong teaches kindness, integrity, and selflessness. As the founder of Falun Gong, Mr. Li Hongzhi states, quote, "Compassion is expressed in this world through love and kindness, and these are qualities that those who practice Falun Dafa should always radiate from within," unquote. Yet, in communist China, people who practice Falun Gong have suffered over a quarter century of imprisonment, torture, murder, forced organ harvesting, and a propaganda campaign of historic size. Why? Because the communist regime who once supported and praised Falun Gong demanded to control and profit from it. And when Mr. Li refused, the regime responded with unthinkable violence and lies. Now, to hide these crimes from you, the Chinese Communist Party has saturated society with hate-filled propaganda against Falun Gong, a propaganda campaign Amnesty International called massive. And tragically, much of this distortion has seeped here into the West. So today we speak to you, our journalists, truth seekers, storytellers, and citizens, because many of you have unknowingly echoed or believed these lies. The undeniable truth is, for over a quarter century, Falun Gong practitioners have never fought back with violence. Instead, they've used every peaceful effort possible to save lives. Speaking out, distributing flyers, founding media agencies to battle Communist Party censorship, and creating Shenyang Performing Arts to share China's true spiritual heritage. Yet, some Western media dismiss these efforts as controversial or political or anti-China without acknowledging the full story, that this is a peaceful community trying to stop a genocide. Even worse, recent media reports about Falun Gong and Shenyang reek with Communist Party influence. They cite sources tied to the Communist Party, use reporters tied to the Communist Party, and repeat 26-year-old lies made by the Communist Party, so readers have no idea of the propaganda playbook they're being manipulated with. This isn't just a media failure, it's a humanitarian one. Misinformation kills not only truth, but people. By spreading these proven false narratives, Western media has helped fuel a campaign of silence, dehumanization, and murder. And the Communist Party's transnational repression efforts to hide their crimes has even grown more aggressive. Death threats, fake bomb scares, fake lawsuits, and a smear campaign using Western media companies with multi-million-dollar ties to the Chinese Communist Party. Today, we call on everyone, journalists, policymakers, and citizens, to open your minds and think critically. Consider who benefits from calling persecuted people controversial. Falun Gong is not the threat. The Chinese Communist Party has always been the threat. Our continued peaceful resistance for over a quarter century of death and lies should speak volumes about who we are. You may not share our faith, but we hope you can now understand what we face and what we're trying to do. We only ask to tell our story and be heard so lives can be saved.